your name? When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
So, what I was thinking about the other day when I was cleaning was if you can bring back one dead person. No, not like hold on, man. Out of your family.
Ooh, yeah.
And
I knew you were going there.
Yeah, and like if you could bring back one dead person for a day, where would you meet him? What would you ask him? And who would you bring back?
I know 100% who. Like
Who?
100%.
I know who I'm bringing back.
My great grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You too or no?
Yes. Yeah, it was
Oh.
tough for me. Yeah.
Who? Between who?
I would want to see. It'd be between my mom's dad, so my grandpa, or
Okay.
on my dad's side, my great grandfather.
Okay.
Because both of them, I have
Grandpa,
so many.
shout out to grandpas.
I know. I have so many questions that I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
But for my great grandpa's still alive on my dad's side, it's just he speaks very broken, like not even honestly he just doesn't even speak English.
No.
He's just Spanish.
Damn.
So it's like tough to translate.
And then
like,
you're talking about your grandpa that just recently passed, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's like now that he passed, I know he was like a huge history head, like huge.
Oh, really?
Like anything history, if I would have asked him, even now that I know like what I know, he was even kind of a little conspiracy guy a little bit.
Yeah?
Like, just a little bit.
Because
Because he knew, like, we would talk about the Manhattan Project back then, and I'd be like, who cares? I'd be like, who cares? But now I'm like, damn, like, now that I'm into this shit, I love history, I love all that. Now it's like, damn it.
Damn, he just passed away, what? It was really
September 9th, 2022.
September 9th.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you didn't get to, because you've been into the whole conspiracy stuff and all that stuff. You just never talked with him about that kind of stuff?
No, I would say I honestly barely got into it, like, 2022. Like, even beginning of 2023 when I talked to Alo about it, it's like that's what sparked my mind to start thinking about all that stuff. So I never really brought it up to nobody except Alo, now to my mom occasionally, and then I was interested in it.
But yeah, back to
The original question.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny that we both chose our grandparents, pretty much, or great-grandparents. But yeah, mine would definitely be my great-grandfather on my mom's side. I don't know my great-grandparents on my dad's side at all. My grandma on my dad's side like didn't have a family, basically. She kind of came over here on her own and was raised by some family friend, I think. So I have like zero family, or zero knowledge of like her family and like where she comes from. I know it's really bad though. But yes, I don't know my grandfather there. And my grandma on my dad's side is actually a white woman. Yeah. She's Hispanic, but she's like Spanish.
Yeah.
She's super white. That's why my sister Destiny is so light complected. But yeah, I am curious to see what that. And I was just talking with another family member about this other day that she did, or wasn't a family member, a family friend. She did Ancestry, or 23andMe, and found out a bunch of shit. And yeah, I'm pretty curious. I think I'd want to try it for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was like I said, I was cleaning the other day, and the book I was like listening to was just asking questions about your ancestry and like if you know like what is it that you can take away from it moving forward.
Yeah.
And like from our side, the guy I picked, the great grandpa, he's had an interesting story because when he was 12, his parents passed away, and they were all sent to be adopted. And so all his family got separated.
Bro, imagine having your parents pass.
I mean, that's kind of normal back then, though.
No, not normal.
Well, it was like they didn't have a long life expectancy.
They didn't, yeah. But 12 is like, that's such a tragic thing for your family to pass at 12 years old. Both of his parents?
Well, his dad died. And then I guess whether it was a long lost heart or whatever, a couple months later, the mom passed.
Wow.
So
from heartbreak, that's
what I'm assuming, because it's like,
that's what happened with my grandpa, or my great grandpa, or my great grandma actually, because my great grandpa passed first, and then she lasted, I think, a year, or something like that. Not long. I don't know exactly, but I remember they had there's a home video of her on her birthday, her first birthday without him.
Yeah.
And she was so sad.
It
was so depressing to watch.
Yeah, it is. Like, that's how I seen like my grandma being without my grandpa. It's like,
yeah,
it's interesting seeing.
Yeah, you
like,
live with her, bro. Like,
yeah,
you're really like seeing it day to day.
Yeah, but it's also 2 years after. Like I know my brother when he was
2 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's technically a year and a half.
Wow.
In a couple months it'll be 2 years, but I'll never forget because he passed in September and his birthday was October.
Yeah.
And then like just other holidays and everything, it was brutal. Like
Really?
you can tell. Like now I see, she's still here with us and she's still kicking ass. But like I can definitely see. Like imagine you've been with somebody since you were 14 years old.
Yeah.
And like he's 70, she's 68, so almost close to 50 plus years, whatever, 50 plus married years that they've been together.
Yeah.
And like your life partner passes, and it's like, what do I do now? You never been on your own.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's tough. So
Wait, did she ever have a relationship before that?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
That was it. Yeah, so this is where I always think I get the music shit from, because her dad, this is all from my mom's side, but her dad was a musician.
Oh, really?
So he would have a band and they would travel and play for like Marines and all that stuff, the military. And so my grandpa met her at one of the shows because he's a Marine. So her dad was playing, and then he asked her friends to dance. They all said no. He asked my grandma, and then she's like, sure. And then the rest is history.
What a love story.
Yeah, crazy. But so that's who I'd bring back. I don't know what I'd ask. I feel like there's so many questions to ask.
Yeah, what would be one of the first ones you'd ask?
What was Vietnam like?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never asked this question. I was never curious at that time, so I regret not asking.
Damn, he was in the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of those guys were really fucked up when they came back.
I don't know. I mean, I know he was on the. I forgot what he did, but yeah, like, see, I wish, like, I knew and stuff. So, yeah, I would definitely say something along those lines. But from the other side, being my great grandpa, I would definitely ask him, what was it like marching with Cesar Chavez? What was it like being a cop in Mexico at that time?
He marched with Cesar Chavez?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, this is like stuff I'm learning from my grandma.
Yeah.
That I'm like, when I hear that shit, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, hearing stuff like that, and then like him coming to the U.S. and he would pick for pennies. Obviously, back then for pennies, he'd load up a van full of 10, 12 people. They'd all go pick oranges and fruit when he came to Cali, and then just like the story itself. Like, I wish I spoke fluent Spanish so I can ask him.
This is the problem, is that this is why there's such a big disconnect, and why it's so hard for us to like learn more shit like that. Because like I bet you if you had spoken fluent Spanish, especially now, you'd probably ask your grandpa on your dad's side like more questions and shit, and really you'd learn so much.
100%.
It's such a it sucks, man. Did I ever tell you why they never taught me Spanish?
No.
So there actually was a reason.
Okay.
So my grandma grew up in a really small town, right?
Do you know which town?
Yeah, Seguin, Texas. Super
okay.
tiny.
Yeah.
So like at the time, probably like less than 10,000 people lived there. Very, very tiny. But they didn't speak Spanish there at all. It was all white people that lived there. And I think white and Hispanic, but it was very frowned upon to speak Spanish. So that is why they never taught me, because my grandma instilled this into us, that it was just like a bad idea to speak Spanish.
Damn.
So, yeah, even though my mom speaks Spanish, which I don't know, but she had to speak it more because my great grandma spoke Spanish only. So yeah, but we got the shit end of the stick and then learned fucking Spanish. Yeah. Why didn't your parents teach you Spanish?
My mom doesn't know like enough to really teach me. She's not like, she can hold her own, but she's not like fluent. My dad is fluent. Like, he's beyond fluent. Yeah. That motherfucker, he knows like, like he can spit Spanish, bro. But like, I don't know. I've asked them too, and they've just been like, it
does the same. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
How you can have kids speak Spanish, but not? Maybe it's hard for the kids to learn. I don't know, but they're teaching my baby sister right now to speak Spanish. Yeah, they're talking to her in Spanish.
I wonder if it's beneficial to have them speak Spanish first, and then English.
Hell yeah.
You think so?
100%. Why wouldn't you do it that way?
Would you come out with this is gonna sound, and I know who's gonna be watching this, and I know she's gonna might be pissed if I say it. not gonna say her name, but
Yeah.
do you come out with an accent if you learn Spanish first, or is that like,
Well, yeah, but it goes away, for sure.
Because
Maybe you don't.
I know 2 girls right
Yeah.
off the top of my head
Yeah.
that are they spoke Spanish and they both have some mean accents. So,
But were they
Yeah.
born here?
one was. They know who they are, but
But
yeah,
hold
man.
on. When was the other person? The one that was born here? Born here.
English
She
was her
still has
first
an
one.
accent.
Yeah, she didn't speak Spanish until she was 12.
I wonder if they only taught her Spanish
Both of them were
first for
12.
like a couple years of her life before they started speaking English. Because if you teach it both at the same time, I'd probably then you wouldn't have an accent, right?
Well, both of her parents only speak.
Just say her
Spanish.
name.
Yeah, well, so Giselle's parents only spoke Spanish.
You have to say her
And
name.
what the fuck? I was just saying. So Erica also,
Bleep it.
her parents are. We don't have enough money in the budget for editing to
Yeah.
bleep shit out, bro. It is what it is. But no, I think, yeah. So Erica's parents also, I think they were both Spanish speakers, and they both, ironically, were 12 years old when they learned. So,
Wow.
and they both have accents. So very cute accents. But
Yeah, you
yeah.
like an accent, huh?
I do. I found out that's pretty rude to say. I like.
That's not rude to say.
It was a long conversation, but back to the thing was.
Yeah.
I've always been curious about that.
Yeah. But our grandparents, my great grandpa was like the goat of the family. Like
Okay.
he started it all, basically.
Yeah. They had paintings of him and shit.
No,
Murals.
we should have one. Have a little gold plaque of him.
That'd be live.
No, but yeah, he. I'm pretty sure that he was probably like the most successful person in my family. Probably still to this day. He
Give it
came
some
from
time.
nothing. Yeah, he has no like, or we don't know his family history either.
Yeah.
He came here on his own from Mexico, and
Do you know which part?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But I know he came alone. He didn't have anybody, and then he started working, buying land.
Mm-hmm.
And then he bought a fuck ton of land out in Seguin. He had this huge ranch. And then when he passed away, he divided up between his children.
Yeah.
So each child had like a little plot of land. And most of the children decided to sell it.
Which
So,
sucks.
Sucks, bro. Fucking sucks. Luckily, not all of them sold. And now all of his children, most of them are dead except my grandma. So he had, I think it was like 7+ kids or something like that.
Why is that
Or
lucky?
10?
Why is that luckily though?
What? Oh, did I say luckily?
Yeah, bro.
No, luckily they
What the
say.
fuck?
Oh, no, hold on.
Okay.
I said
Just
luckily
run it
they
back,
saved
just
the
run it back.
land.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
you meant luckily they died off.
No.
I was like, what's going
No,
on?
unlucky
Man?
that they passed
Yeah.
away. But no. But this is what is luckily. Well, it's not luckily, but since they're all gone,
Yeah.
it's because not everybody sold,
Mm-hmm.
but since they are all gone, and my grandma's the last person left,
Yeah.
it all falls down into her. So she now
Oh,
owns
okay.
all the land. So it's not lucky, but
Wait, so
you-
if they sold it, so if it's like a big piece of land or whatever,
yeah.
and they sold their share, is it like those people that bought it built already things on it, and you have to like drive past them to get onto your land, or is it just like
Those people that okay, yeah. Cause so it's not I guess they got lucky because the pieces that they do own haven't had anything built on and they're
Yeah.
secluded. So
oh, okay,
yeah, but there is like other people, like other land that was sold off, like has been bought out and there's shit on it already. But check this out: they sold the land back in the day. I think my grandma said each plot was like 15 grand. 15 grand back then. So this was back probably 70 something. No, 1990s.
okay,
So 15 grand. Today, the land that is left over, I think it was estimated at 300,000. And it's like a very small fraction of what it once was. So that would have been like millions, probably.
could have been.
Easily.
Man,
But,
he said y'all up.
bro, this is, I hate it so much because
Yeah.
it's so sad because they all sold. Most of them
Oh,
sold
yeah.
everything. But Yeah, like he bought a bunch of fucking land and like wanted to leave it to his kids for them to like
Mhm.
probably do something with it, and everyone
Yeah.
just fucking sold it.
He's like, no, I'm gonna cash out.
Yeah.
Well, that just goes to show too, because like I told you, I've been learning so much about history and like Rockefeller, those families,
Yeah.
bro. It's so. This is something I can't wait. If I do have kids, it's something I can't wait to teach them.
Yeah.
Is the principles of finance and what it means to, like, yeah, you can create generational wealth if you just make that amount of money, but there's also ways you can build it. So like he bought that land, right?
Yeah.
Even if they sold 1/3, maybe even 15%, whatever, that could have really set you guys up if he would have instilled the principles of finance and the principles of like how can we take this to the next level.
I mean, what it was a like a profiting farm that was running on it. My grandpa, that's what he did for a living. He was a farmer. So
I think everybody was back then.
Yeah,
my grandparents were too. Dairy farmers and fruit farmers.
Yeah. They were poultry farmers, and I think they had cows, but yeah, I don't know exactly, but I know he made a living off of doing it and successful enough to buy a bunch of land. So yeah, I don't know. And then I just so many kids, and like I guess we're just lucky that not everybody sold. But yeah, that could have been, if the business kept going, like we could have still had a farm today. Could have been worth millions, maybe. It could have been the next Tyson chicken.
It could have been,
but
now you never know.
That's if he came back alive today, he'd probably be like, oh, what the fuck,
I'm taking all my shit back.
Like, he was so old school too. Like there's so many like stories about him. Yeah, but he didn't have a bank. He kept all his money cash, and it was all hidden under his house. Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to just.
All hidden under his house. He was a very what's the word? Not cold, but like stoic. Just a man's man. Yeah. And he didn't go to war or anything. But he was just very like, from what I hear anyways, that not like super, super emotional, but just like I know like the stories that they talk about are like he's so admirable. Like they actually say that not to toot my own horn, but they say that they remind I remind him a lot of him. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't own land. Yeah. I don't got a farm. Oh, my hands are probably a lot smaller than his.
No, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I could have met him, because I was like, oh man, like that'd be so cool to like talk to.
What would you ask him? What's one question you'd want to ask him?
Fuck, man. One question. I mean, 100% I'd get into his like family history, because a lot of what people are is what they, you are what your parents are in a sense, right? Like, you come from what you come from, and like I
think to a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, because I mean, yeah, like I feel like there's an age where you realize like your parents are humans. Yeah. Like your parents, like, because we put them on a crazy pedestal. Yeah. And you just go down the route of like following them, or just realizing like, oh, I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, for sure. And for him to be so successful, like he definitely had to have come from either one, like money in great, minds, his parents, or just super shit upbringing, which probably was because he had like no connection with his family at all. Yeah. But yeah, my godfather owns some kind of book or something, and it has like a bunch of names of family members. Like he kind of created his own like ancestry thing through a book. And he went to Mexico. Actually, he went to Mexico and went to the town that my great grandfather was born at. Yeah. And I think he even went to his house that he owned there. Yeah, he was doing a bunch of shit like for the family to like, so we can all find out, because everyone wants to know like where this guy. How did he do it? Who is it? Because he started it all. Like where we would have all of our get-togethers every year was on that ranch that everyone that he owned. So it was very near and dear to our heart, but we knew nothing about like the history of like the man that fucking did it all. So yeah, but like for sure ask him questions about like his upbringing and stuff. And then probably if he came back alive today, I'd probably ask some questions about how he feels about the way things are going on today. It's like if you brought Washington back and like started telling him about politics today, he'd probably be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, that was the whole bit that Rogan talked about. Samuel Adams, like, if you brought him back today and like Hitchcock or whatever, all them who signed the Declaration, he'd be like, "You guys haven't written any new shit."
I actually,
like you guys haven't gotten anything new.
I think about that a lot. How it would play out if they came back today. Mm-hmm. I feel like it would just be like a hostile takeover, and it would just be they'd have a coup and they'd fucking you know.
I mean, that's what was I reading that from the other day? It might have been on Rogan, dude. I get all my information from there. It seems like the Rogan Empire.
Rogan.
He was saying that he had a military buddy, right? And this is all hypothetical. We can't confirm it, but he had a military buddy that said, if you wanted to take over the U.S., you would need like maybe 12 to 16 people that are like very highly successful, skilled, trained assassins that if they wanted to, they could just manipulate, corrupt, to do whatever, and they can take over the state.
16 people?
16 people.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. And I didn't believe it at first. I was like, well, what does he mean? I mean, the whole video.
How
it was
could
like,
you?
It was like 9 minutes worth, and it'd be a lot to get into right now. But the way he was explaining it was basically like how skilled they are. They can dominate a state like Texas. And we're talking not just like Navy SEALs, but like, did you ever see that movie, The Beekeeper?
No.
So basically, that movie in a nutshell was Jason Statham. You know how badass he is. Yeah. He plays this guy that's like it's code word beekeeper, right? So there's like different ranks. You got like the core level, the higher ups like the SEALs and stuff like that, and just it keeps going. And like the top of the food chain is what in the movie was called the beekeeper. And he was saying like 12 to 16 of those dudes, specifically skilled, like off the grid, like you will never see them or hear about them.
Yeah.
They could take over the states and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I don't know how accurate it is, but just the imagine side of it is like, it's pretty crazy.
I can't imagine it'd be a lot, but I know for a fact, like if there was a militia that was created and it was big enough, you could take over. You just have to have enough people agree to it, which is like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened. Like
it did in Seattle for 6 days.
Yeah.
You never heard about that?
No, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, but it was only 6 days. And
I know it didn't last that long.
It didn't last, but January 6th too. Like,
it is.
If you have enough people, you could fuck some shit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can set back a state a few years.
If everybody that lived in Texas just decided, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to listen to the government. We're gonna create our own government.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about that.
Like, it's definitely 100% possible. It's
I'm
just
on board.
People that are willing to, risk that and do that, which is like crazy. Like you think about the founding fathers, or just like the building of, like the systems of, government and whatnot. Like crazy to like, I don't know. There was, they had balls, man. To like, you know what, we're gonna do this, and everybody's gonna listen. Yeah. And we don't care if you don't want to. You're gonna listen. Like,
well, back then it was different though, just because of like death penalty and things like that. Like they could
kill you.
You would be hung. Like if you disagree, it's the same thing of like in 1781, with the whole the Illuminati thing. Like they would hang you instantly.
Oh man.
Or shoot you, stab you, whatever it was. But
yeah, it's just more like back then. It was like.
Or else.
The morale was different. The culture was different. So, like, today, like, obviously you can't do that because of, the legality stuff that's in place. Like, you're going to go to prison if you fucking do something like that. But if that wasn't there, then, like, I can see, like, there'd be murder every corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think just with the bigger population, that's just how it goes. But overall, I mean...
But it's funny, the population's gotten bigger, but like there hasn't been a coup. There hasn't been a takeover.
There will be. I do believe that there's going to be a civil war soon. Yeah. Like, I don't know when. I think within the next 20 years, something is going to happen. And
we're going to be a part of it?
Who? Me and you?
Me and you?
Fuck no. No. I'm getting out of here. I'm fleeing. I'm getting my citizenship for, I don't know where I'd even want to go.
I'm going to Dubai.
They are not taking us.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Hell no. Maybe me.
They might take you.
They're taking me.
Put a little do-rag over you.
Oh, yeah, dude.
A do-rag.
Oh shit. A wave cap.
I'm one of y'all.
Yo. Now, I don't know, man. I thought about that because you think about like Joey talks about it all the time, where he's like, let's just not pay taxes.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, obviously we know the back end of what would happen. Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, it literally, you get enough people that don't want to file their income tax, like, or like not. It's not their income tax, but like, I don't know. I guess you would have to have everybody like run a business.
Not even that. If we as a nation said, you know what, fuck the IRS, we're not paying.
Yeah.
And
well, you can't for normal jobs. You can't because it's taken out of your checks.
No, you can opt out of that. People don't know that you can opt out of that and pay it at the end of the year. And you can change the levels of taxes that you want to pay per check.
Would you have to be like under 16 to do that?
Really?
You
can, because I learned that at the bank.
Really?
Yeah, because I was curious. I was like, man, they're fucking taking a lot. Now I'm not even giving anything to my 401k, this and that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you can change that. So when you start at the position, or I think it's maybe after 90 days, you can change and file what you want.
Interesting, but then that keeps track. They can track you and how many people aren't.
Yeah, that's
are
the point.
opting out. You know.
Yeah, I mean they're tracking.
I guess they
all
can't
that.
do anything because they're gonna need the workers anyway.
Well,
right?
I mean they hired on 70,000 IRS workers. Like you're gonna get got. You're gonna get got, but you know.
of enough people, we're just like, and that could, if you don't pay taxes, that's gonna fuck everything up.
Well, it's gonna mess up our economy.
Yeah, 100%.
It's shocked.
Yeah,
it's done deal. So.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, I can't believe that hasn't already happened.
I just think there's too much
fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's too many sticklers that are just like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna go home. Like that's it. I don't know. There's not enough risk takers in the States, and it's fine. It's just I'm not saying I would do it.
We need it to happen.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
I say let's start a militia. Let's fucking get going. What would you call it?
The tax backers.
You're out.
I'm out.
You're out. You just got fired.
The non-taxpayers.
Non-taxpayers, man. The rebels.
I'm not paying taxes.
That's not funny. No, I don't know, man. I think, yeah, it would be very shitty. But with all that being said, back to the original thing. This is like, I guess, off topic, but I had asked you the other day if you live in the West Coast or East Coast.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
No. You asked me which rap group I preferred. No,
I said, well, it started out, I said, do you like Pac or Biggie?
Yeah.
We both said Biggie. I mean,
we both said Biggie.
Respectfully, love Pac. He has a lot of hits, but Pac. I don't know. When I listen to Juicy, Windows Down, when I listen to Mo Money, Mo Problems, going back to Cali with the windows down, winds hitting my hair.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I prefer Biggie, but where would I live though? I'm living on the West Coast.
On the West Coast?
Mm-hmm.
What part?
Somewhere's not California. Actually,
you got Seattle, all of Oregon, Cali,
Oregon, maybe Washington.
Really?
Yeah, out there in the country. Yeah, probably somewhere's out because it's beautiful up there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would be somewhere's California, maybe. Probably San Fran.
San Fran LA. Now or San Fran back then?
San Fran back then. Okay. San Fran, 20 years ago was amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Definitely not LA.
No.
But yeah, 100% California for the weather.
Yeah, you probably step on a needle if you go to LA right now.
Yeah.
You probably step on a used needle and just.
Philly too.
Oh man, bro. When I went there, I went to Pittsburgh and Philly. Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'm good.
Just Needle City everywhere?
Yeah. I just honestly, it was cool, but it's not what I'm into.
Yeah. No.
I'm honestly very happy that I'm from the South.
I am too. I was actually thinking about that the other day, like how it sounds kind of gay, but like.
Okay, well, let me hear this.
Proud to like be a Texan or to be like a Houstonian.
How's that gay?
It's not gay, but like it's just it's a little head ass. I don't know. For a while, I don't know.
Just Texas pride.
Just any pride in anything like that, I've never had.
The word pride is gay, I guess. No,
that's true.
There you
go.
Good
point. But
that's about as gay as it gets.
I've never had like pride, like for like other than like myself, like just like other shit, like school pride.
Yeah.
Never had school pride. Never.
Nah.
Ever.
No.
Even for shit that I was like passionate about, my cross country team.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like, you know, I'm not. I don't know. I wasn't proud of the other guy.
I don't think it was for me. It was never pride with that stuff. It was just I want to win.
Yeah, like competitive nature, you
Yeah.
know, and stuff. But like having like pride, like being proud of being on the cross country team was like never like a thing.
We're in that Bulldog Nation, baby.
Bulldog, yeah.
Yeah.
Bulldog Nation, being an Oiler from Pearland, like I don't know, I was never prideful for stuff like that. And even I guess like now with my current job, like yeah, like probably proud of being working
Yeah.
there, but yeah, for some reason that always used to be super like just head ass to me, just gay.
I don't know. I feel a good sense of pride whenever it's Houston, especially. Like I would say I'm a proud Houstonian, and I mean I'm from Montgomery, but living here is like, if other people talk shit on it, I do feel like, hey, what the fuck? Like,
No, yeah,
what
this is what I meant to say. I was scrolling on, what was it? Instagram or something, and maybe I seen like Mattress Mac or some bullshit.
Oh, when they were talking shit on him.
I don't know. I can't.
I remember that video.
And yeah, I was just like, I did feel a little hurt, or like I can't remember if it was Mattress Mac or something about Houston, and I think it was something good about Houston, and I was like, oh, like, wow, like I'm just proud to be from this city. Like I don't know if I'm proud to be a Texan, but like Houston, like I guess I do have Houston pride a little bit.
For sure, and I mean it's nothing to be.
But for what? Like, what are we proud? Like.
Because, man, it's getting
What's
rough
cool
here.
about it?
Honestly,
sports?
No, I'll be honest, man.
Yeah.
It's like being from the South, being from Texas.
Yeah.
People love Texas, man. Like,
yeah.
It's Texas. It's badass. We do what we do. We're Texans. Like,
I guess I do get a little pride.
Yeah,
about it too,
and it's fine. But, like,
Yeah.
if you want to go dive into it, because, like, as Texans, yes, we all come together because it's like no matter if it's Dallas, Houston, if someone else is talking shit, we're gonna handle it. But when it comes into the inner cities, it's like Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. I do have pride where I'm like, Houston's better than Dallas. Like going that route, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I hate that. I'm thinking about if I got an altercation with some Dallas guy.
Fuck him.
Yeah, but I don't know if I care. Like I'd probably be like, bro, like, because it's just why are we fighting like about anything?
Like, I mean, I get it. But it's different because, like, well, for me, it's always sports, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna stand on that shit.
I'm not.
But I'm also gonna, because a lot of people are like, Dallas has the best women in you know, Texas, this and that.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? I think they got to come, step out here one time. But
yeah,
I mean, for me, man, it's interesting. I think this is where it gets tough.
San Antonio doesn't have the best women, right?
I'll say this, man. San Antonio is they're number 4 out of the city list, but. If I had to rank them, Houston and Dallas for me go hand in hand. Like they're blow for blow, and then Austin, and then
Houston, Austin. What are you talking about?
Really? You think Austin? Well, I mean, it's been on the come up.
They don't have a sports team, right?
I mean, that's a significant difference. But like as the city itself it's coming up for sure.
They need a sports team. If they had a sports team, that would be if they had like a Dallas team over there, a Mavericks team.
Yeah.
It would be the hottest city in Texas. 100%.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
100%.
It's already fucking getting pricey. It's San Francisco 2.0.
Yeah,
damn near 3.0. But yeah, it's I feel an immense amount of pride for Houston. I don't know.
It's so weird.
I'm not even gonna say for some reason because I know I'm from here. It's just I love it.
But that is what it is. That's where it derives from, right? It's just, I guess you're just born here, and then you
love it, man.
Human nature is like communal, and like you wanna, it's just communal. Like you want to be a part of something, and
yeah,
I guess that's where that comes from. But like, yeah, it's just not everybody has the same attitude about it. If everybody was on board and like was a proud Houstonian, then like that'd be cool. But not every Well, probably most people don't give a shit.
It's also because we are a melting pot. We have so many people that are not from here.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't have that feeling of pride.
Yeah.
And it's just different, which is cool. I mean, bro, the amount of culture we have here is insane. Like,
yeah, it's a lot.
It's crazy. It's literally a literal melting pot from all over. But yeah, I mean, you get that from people like, if you were traveling, you're in Florida, you're from somewhere, and you see somebody with a Houston, because we would see that at Disney or Universal when we'd go, and be like, Houston, and like you just like, throw the bitch up and then keep it going. It's just like, it's always love. I feel
that's funny because it's what it is. It's tribal instincts, kind of.
That's what I feel like it is.
It is really cool, honestly, because like I like that feeling, but I just don't like people that aren't into that.
Okay, I
like,
guess
it would be cool if
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be cool if everyone was on it, but
You know
not
who is on
everyone
it?
cares.
New York.
New York, 100%.
Like New York is like,
yeah.
if you ain't from here, do not come here.
Yeah.
And fuck you.
Yeah.
They call everybody dickheads.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know what their deal is, man, but yeah. So.
But then this is my issue with it is
Mhm.
like have pride, but these sports fans that are fighting each other in the parking lots
I love
because
that.
of I
love
don't
that.
like that.
I love that.
Hate that.
Good. That's entertainment, baby.
No,
That's a part of the
for
sport.
sure. Yeah,
It is.
I look keep it up because I want to see it on my feed.
Yes.
But like, it's just so stupid, bro. At some point, it's just like, bro, like it don't matter,
Mhm.
you know. I guess that's where the extreme part of it is like these football stadiums after the games, like
Yeah.
but
Well, dude, Dallas, the Cowboys are coming here. They come here every couple of years.
yeah.
They're coming here this year. I guarantee you, if I had to put money on it, this is gonna sound fucked up. I don't know what the over and under is. 3 people get stabbed this time.
Damn.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be
Fights will
crazy.
break out, but I think in the parking lot, post game, beer in the system, liquor in the system, 3 stabbings minimum. I think so.
Yeah, I would never. I mean, yeah, I couldn't have that much pride to fight over something like.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
But that's what it is. Is like it kind of is like, you know, like how proud of it are you really?
I mean, who's gonna stand on it?
Who's going to actually stand on it?
Because I feel like it starts at pride, and then like like they're like, man, I love Houston, and somebody else talks shit.
Yeah.
Then it gets to like, oh, now you're disrespecting me.
Yeah.
Not even my city, but now disrespecting me.
Yeah.
So now we gotta,
Damn.
who's really gonna stand on this
Take
shit?
it deep.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think so.
I couldn't do that.
I don't know, because for me, bro, if somebody's like, fuck Houston, I'm like, this guy's probably not from here.
But are you out here saying like, are you claiming that Houston's like the best city?
No.
No. Yeah. Because that pisses me
Yeah.
off. People
I
that
don't
have so
think-
much pride that
I don't
are
think we
like,
are.
Houston is number one. Like, fuck everyone else.
I mean, you could say the whole like Houston versus everybody. Like, I know that's a sports thing, I guess.
Is
Or-
it?
I know it's for sure a sports thing. I don't know if it's like a citywide thing, but for me, man, like you got to be humble enough and come with enough humility that you're like, okay, we're not the best city.
Yeah.
We know we're not the best city. At least I know, like, I feel like out of the places I've been to, bro,
Yeah.
there's some good spots.
No, there's some good cities, but I'm thinking about like, I don't know why, because like I don't think I'm like I love Houston, you know,
Yeah, love
like I'm probably a little bit proud of it too. I'm just not as proud as like some other people are. But if I got in a street fight, I'm screaming I'm from Houston.
Yeah, okay, sure, I guess. Man.
I
can
don't know
see
why,
that.
but I would probably do some shit like that.
I mean, it just depends what
comes
the
out.
scenario is.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was that dude from high school. He told the principal, he's like, man, don't touch me, bitch, I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was claiming his shit.
I remember. I think
Yeah.
I think I remember us talking about that in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Bitch, I'm from the hood.
He said, man, don't touch me, bitch, I'm from the hood. It's like, damn, he's walking by.
Summer Creek, bro, was. Dude, what was the geezer's name?
Oh, dude, I don't remember his name, but I remember what he looked like.
Bro, we had a guy that was just on top of everything.
Oh, when the
What-
fight broke out, bro, he was there.
He was the guy.
It was a Royal Rumble every time he was involved.
Like 60s at least.
He's pushing 70. He's probably
Pushing
like
70,
68.
All white hair,
He
white
got
guy.
slammed on his head once.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know if he got concussed or what it was, but
Yeah.
they were squabbing. They're doing whatever. They're handling business.
yeah.
And then he comes over there and they pushed him over and his head went face first into the trash can.
Oh man.
Passed out.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
People, honestly, bro, now I'm thinking hindsight, if I was, 14, 15 and I seen that, I would think, oh, he just died.
Yeah.
Because he was passed out. And I was like, oh,
Really?
shit.
This guy,
Yeah.
he would show up. He would be the first guy that would run into the fight.
Mm.
Like he was
Mhm.
always there. Any video of the fights in high school, which there was tons,
Mm.
bro. There was fights a couple times a week at that school. Like it was crazy.
What, at Summer Creek?
Summer Creek, at least once.
It was always for bullshit, though.
It was definitely bullshit.
It was fake gangs.
All
this
high
and that.
schools.
It was
all high
bullshit.
school fights are that way. It's just stupid. But yeah, damn, we used to know his name too because we'd make fun of him. But
Yeah, I don't remember his name. There was a Mr. Palomares who died of a heart attack.
shout out Paul Maris, man.
Yeah, he had during Thanksgiving break too much.
That's crazy.
He overdid it.
He had a little too much food.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that
And then
geezer's name, I don't know.
our principal that replaced him was a
Mhm.
stripper.
She was. And we later found that out.
Stripper, dancer, something.
She was, I think, a dancer. But
Whose music video was she in?
I don't know, but it was some tip drill or some shit.
Tip drill, yeah.
I just remember that. Yeah, and they were
Sauce Walker.
Bro, I don't know who it was, but yeah, man, they dude, I wish we had Seth on here because he would know. He knows all this shit. Yeah,
he probably still follows her.
Probably does. I mean, if he does, I'd follow her as well.
I'd follow her too.
I'm a single man, but yeah, I think that was just a crazy time, bro.
Crazy school, man.
I loved it. But also, man, I was a loser in high school. I was gonna ask you that too. So, being a loser in high school, because I'm seeing so many of these people that were popular now having kids, and they're really normal. You good on time?
Yeah, I'm good.
They're really normal now. Like I'm not gonna say they peaked in high school because I don't know them at a core level.
Yeah.
But it definitely seems like that, and I've always wondered. I'm like, man, I'm kind of glad I was a loser in high school, man. So that way, my platform is here. Yeah. I'm going up.
No, bro. Yeah, I'd probably say I was a loser too, and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. we were some fucking losers, man. I mean, we can be honest. It's cool.
But what does it mean? Is like a loser is someone that doesn't have like a lot of friends, doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
Is that what a loser is?
I don't
In
know.
high school, that's probably what a loser is. But like loser outside of life, like after high school,
no,
that's a different thing.
That's a different story. I mean, yeah, we weren't bums, but yeah, in high school, yeah.
No, yeah, we're just super,
quiet, no friends.
Super quiet, very introverted.
Weren't involved in shit.
Couple friends, not involved in anything.
Just literally showed up, got the paycheck, went home.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, even me, like, I did activities at school, and still, like,
I had no friends.
Still, I guess a loser in a sense. Like, I didn't, but like, now looking back on it, pieces of me. Right after high school, a couple years after high school, I was thinking like, I wish I was more extroverted and like talked more, but I don't regret it at all. I just wish I was a little bit more. But if I don't have that, then that's fine. And I didn't have that, and like I don't care. Like it's it's fine. It's fine with me. But
I don't know. I mean, for me,
do you wish you could go back and like just be the jock?
Bro. See, that's the thing. First off, I don't got the body type for that. Too small.
Could have.
If my mom was about 5'4", 5'5", could have been varsity, 100%.
That's an extra, 6 inches for her though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's 5 foot 4'11".
Damn.
So she could just, it goes back ancestors, man. They could have just been taller. But no, man. For me, like I hear Seth talk about, he's like, man, weren't high school days the best or this and that? I'm like, no, they weren't.
What was he? Was he a loser?
No, he was cool. He was cool with everybody.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy. But like, for me, when I see people that were in high school, they don't know my name, but they know me as Seth's friend. They know me as Alo's friend. They're like, "Oh, you're cool with Alo. You're cool with Seth." Like, my name's Drew. Nice to meet you. But it's like, no, I don't regret it because I know like it's gonna be. I know when I have the success story, man. When I'm like 10 years and they're like, "Oh, there's that guy." Yeah. That they'll know me then, but I don't regret.
Yeah.
Neither do I. I wish I took golf more serious though, or baseball for sure.
Get a full ride somewheres.
No, it was literally free. We were playing at some of the best courses for free.
Yeah.
And I just would fuck off.
You think if you got a full ride, you would have dropped out anyway?
What do you mean?
You just would have stopped going to school?
I would have had a very different outlook on school.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have learned what I learned now. Like.
You think you'd be in school still?
Probably. Nah, man. I hated school.
I did too.
I hated it. I honestly, I mean, I'm sure I told you, I shouldn't have graduated in 18.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so they sat me down in a room, my English teacher and then the geo teacher, I forgot his name. Cool guy though, and Miss Wilburn, that was my English teacher. They sat me down in the room and they were like, "Hey, if we don't pass you, you'll be here next year. So if you tell us like," they said, if you want to pass, like, why should we like move you forward? Mm-hmm. And I gave him, like I told you, I've always been a good talker. I could sell sand to a beach.
Yeah.
So I gave him the sob story. Like, looked him in the eye. I was like, look.
My grandpa died.
No, hell no.
My mom has cancer.
I just told him straight out. I was like, look, I think high school was really rough for me, this and that. And I think there's nothing I look forward to more than having an opportunity in college. And I would love nothing more to be moved forward so I can live my dream and put what I should have put in this whole fucking story, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, you know
Such a
what?
snake.
They're like, you know what? All right. So they passed me.
They passed you because of that?
Yeah. It was literally 2 times. So they sat me down the first time,
Yeah.
gave them the sob story, and then they're like, okay, we'll come again next week. Talk to them more, and I guess I convinced them, and they passed me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How many credits did you?
I don't know about all that, but I know.
Remember?
I remember they sat me down and they showed me like the classes I was missing. I would have had to do credit recovery, but there wasn't enough time.
Bullshit ass.
So
recovery, yeah.
Yeah, that was so stupid. But yeah, so all that to say, like I shouldn't even pass that, and like I got pushed through, went to school, hated it.
Yeah.
So I know for me, like it's just not in my journey.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that shit fucking... Because I graduated on some accelerated program because I had skipped freshman year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but... Yeah, no, school sucks. I hated school. We both went right after, right?
Yeah.
First semesters.
Did
Did
yeah.
we take a break or did we go right in? I think
I went right in because my parents made me.
Yeah.
Like, they never paid for my education or anything like that, but they were like, if you're gonna live here, you have to. Granted, now that I think about it, even if I didn't, I don't think they would have kicked me out.
Bro, that's like... Yeah, I can't imagine going... Ideally, obviously, you'd want to go all 4 years and then, you know, do that. But, like, I couldn't imagine doing it. I definitely could not imagine, like... Like, I stopped going for a reason. Like, you know, I hated it.
What I've learned now is that my education is things that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
There's things that I just educate myself on, whether it's YouTube University or just Google, like the things that I love. But now knowing what I know, if I do pursue being an entrepreneur, doing business, like moving forward, I would like to go take college courses, even if I have to pay out of pocket. And if they don't count towards anything, for like accounting, finance, different marketing classes, entrepreneurial classes, things like that I know will benefit me.
Yeah.
But I don't really care about getting a degree anymore. It's just not for me.
Yeah, me neither. I would go back today now. Like, I'm a lot more comfortable with the idea, but like I did feel just forced and like, you know, it was so like, I don't know, like high school in general always felt forced and just, you know, like, I hated it. School to begin with, and just the setup. It was just, you know, it was originally the way high school was, or just school was designed. I believe they said it was like for like factory workers. The way the desks and stuff are lined up and everything. It's made for like assembly line factory.
Assembly lines. Yeah. I was reading about that.
Yeah. So
it's true, man. And I just wish, kind of like we learned what's that guy's name? Something Walker.
Sauce Walker?
Definitely not Sauce Walker. The dude who hangs out with Andrew Tate. I forgot bro's name. But his name.
No. What's his name? Justin Walker.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He was talking about it. Like, if they actually taught us things to become better workers in the workforce for the people that want to, how to change a tire, balance a checkbook, finances, investments, like whatever you want to do in your life, or whatever, you know, because you don't know in high school what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if, like, you know what you like doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, whether it's sports, or I know they had a chess club, and bro, now they have esports in there in school.
No way.
They have it at Summer Creek.
Serious? What?
Yeah, it's like a big thing now. And it's like, bro, if they would have had that shit when I was in there, I would have passed every class so I can play and like been a part of the esports team, because I know for a fact I would have been varsity letterman playing the game and shit.
Bro, people, I bet you though, if we had that, people would clown on us for doing it.
Yeah,
but
it's
today,
like,
they're not clowning us.
Oh, now, bro, there's events going on and people are getting cheered for.
Well, that's what it is though. It's because they could have had that back then. Because gaming was popping when we were in school.
No, but like literally, it wasn't like that though.
It's not like how it is today, but
it's
the
reason
reason
why
it was a stigma that was holding us back.
Probably.
I think.
I mean, the same thing with like the chess club. I remember I was getting cooked for that by, who was it?
You were at the chess club?
No, I was going to be until I got cooked, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna, because I'm actually like decent at chess. I'm not great, but I was good enough to probably make the team, and I just didn't do it because of that. it just, you care so much about that shit when you're in high school.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gonna immediately, you're just not gonna get any action, and you're a loser.
Yeah.
But it's not true. So if anybody's in high school listening to this, fucking do what you want to do,
But
man.
honestly, bro, I don't think that that's today at all, bro. I don't know.
I think
kids
bullying
are,
still goes on.
You think it's still like that?
I think sometimes, yeah, for certain things.
I think after fucking Ninja had Drake on a stream,
Yeah.
I mean, from then on, like, gaming's 100% cool now.
Well, I mean, the crazy thing about bullying, bro, now is that you see kids with the moms that are doing OnlyFans.
Oh,
And they're getting bullied, bro. That's
Yeah.
brutal.
that is brutal.
Man.
Yeah, these OnlyFans moms gotta, like, whenever when they're accepting the terms and agreements, they gotta write at the bottom, you can't have kids.
Yeah, you can't have kids.
Can't have kids.
That's a brutal thing.
You can't have sons. If you have a son, you gotta abort him or you gotta send him off,
dude
somewhere.
I mean, even I feel bad because, like, imagine a daughter with their mom as a whore.
No, bro. A daughter, their life would end up worse, honestly, than the boy.
Yeah.
The boy would probably make it out better, but still, like, yeah.
That's
Bro,
brutal,
they're not thinking about that at all.
They're just thinking about putting paper on the
You're
table.
just getting paper.
That's it.
Yeah, that's completely it.
I'm
Wrap up there.
I'm just like, wow, bro.
No, it's actually really sad, bro. I think about those kids all the time. Like, all these moms that are, or all these women that are on OnlyFans, like, eventually one day, because all of them probably are like, I don't know if I want to have kids. Probably not. You will always end up having kids. It just happens. Like,
an accident.
you grow into it. For years, you didn't think you'd want kids, right?
I still don't want kids.
No.
I'm like, honestly, realistically, I'm like 60-40.
You're a lot more open to it than you were. Okay, 60-40, 60 kids?
No.
60 no kids.
Yeah.
Okay, 40%
Yeah.
kids, but a couple years ago, it was 0.
It was 0 because of, like, I could tell you, like, Giselle changed her mind.
Yeah.
And then Erica, like, after Giselle, was like, you know what? I don't want to experience that. And I don't want to have a kid with somebody that that I wouldn't want as, like, a, you know, to them to be the mom.
Yeah.
Then I met Erica. Things changed. And I was like, you know what? That's somebody that I could see having my kid.
Yeah.
Like, and I would want to spend my life with, whatever. But
point being, yeah.
yeah, I just think, like, man, we're gonna have a lot of boxers in the future, because these kids that are getting bullied are either gonna either gonna have hands, or they're just gonna get bullied.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing, huh? The boxing thing. Probably a lot of kids are doing boxing.
Oh yeah,
nowadays,
I feel like the scene now, because of, like, especially with YouTube boxing,
Yeah.
motherfucker, everybody wants to be a boxer now. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
It's ridiculous. Even I, like, honestly, I was like,
yeah.
I would say 2020 COVID
Yeah.
is when I don't know what it was, but my brother put me on that.
Yeah.
So, and I just want to box.
Take some classes. It's fun.
I think boxing is way better than jiu-jitsu. Like, to go and train. It's more fun. Like, the drills, just the training, and the highest form of fun is sparring.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's bad for you, but it's fun.
But point being, eventually everybody wants to have kids. So these
Yeah.
OnlyFans moms, like, because once you do that, it's up there forever.
Yep.
But maybe eventually it would become so oversaturated, everybody's mom would have done an OnlyFans back in the day. So
I don't know, man.
you could just, you know what I'm saying, all you need is their name. You find out what their mom's name is. You go up on the internet, look it up.
Yeah.
That's it. And then, yeah, it would just become like a part of the norm. Like, oh, your mom did OnlyFans? What's her name? Check her out. Check her
Oh,
old stuff
dude,
out.
that's brutal.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's brutal.
And then, but say the moms that don't want to let go of the OF, because they're going to become so dependent on that money that they're making, because it's a ridiculous amount that they make. They'd probably still want the business to keep going after having
then they
kids.
get their daughter.
Get their sons and daughters to promote it. Say, hey, tell the kids at school. Start subscribing.
You think she's pretty? So this is my mom.
Yeah, it's only $10.99 a month.
Dude, what the
Yeah.
fuck,
Bro,
man?
that's coming. 100%.
You're
That's
using
coming.
your kids as marketing for your new material,
You got
man?
to, because who's buying it? It's kids, bro. It's these young men that are losers.
Or
Like,
double the age up, man. It's older dudes that aren't getting any action.
It's both, yeah. Like,
Add a lotion.
It's yeah, and who's not gonna want to have that kid, your friend's fucking mom's nudes on their phone? Guess whose nudes I got? You know who that is? That's
And
Jacob,
then-
that's Jacob's mom.
Dude,
He's sitting over there.
Like, who the fuck is Jacob?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be so crazy. It's already crazy. You see the fights that break out on Twitter and shit, X, whatever.
Not anymore, but what
Oh,
do you
yeah.
mean?
No, like, there's a lot of like bullying that turns into
Yeah.
just straight good. Honestly, good squabs.
What the fuck are you supposed to tell your kids, man?
What if you do OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I'm involved in the agency.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Good
man.
opportunity, made money. I don't know. Yeah.
It's just a shitty.
Fuck this topic.
It's true though, man.
Before we get too heated.
I'm not gonna get heated, man. I don't know anybody that does OnlyFans. Not at a core level, no. Besides me, man. I might get involved soon. Might start doing some feet pictures.
I don't know anybody personally, but I know a lot of other people that know other people that are doing it.
I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking.
No?
Oh, actually, I do know somebody. They're not family or friend, but I do know them. And when I seen it, honestly, I remember the day I was on Instagram. I was just like swiping and shit. And then she said, check out my OF.
Oh.
I was like, no. I was like, they got to her.
Kids
But
in
yeah.
school.
It's crazy. No, man, she's 25.
Yeah, well, went to
Yeah.
school with us.
Oh.
Like there's
Yeah.
there's people there's people that we went to school with that did all that.
Yeah, I know a few broads from Summer Creek that have some OFs.
Yeah.
Crazy. But, yeah, I mean, to wrap this whole thing up, man, what do you want to talk about? What's the ending to this one? Boxing, OnlyFans, family.
Yeah.
All it's been, man.
We hit it all.
That's all. That's pretty much life right now.
No, I mean, yeah, we're both, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get more uploads in, try and get this shit up and running more.
Trying to get
and
an
more.
office space so we get a background going.
Yeah. One day, eventually, this is going to look all nice and pretty for y'all.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be pretty cool.
For the people on TV. America.
I like when Shaq and them, they call him America on TNT.
Charles Barkley says it.
He said, America, I'm sorry. He's like, it is what
America,
it is.
and 20,000 people are watching it. No one's
Oh,
watching
no, bro.
it.
They get a lot of
Actually,
views.
they might get viewers. But
They got Emmys back to back.
yeah, wow.
Like, they're actually, like, honestly, I'm not even kidding. That's one of my favorite things to watch.
Inside the NBA.
Yeah. Like, I don't watch ESPN. Like, I'll watch the games and shit, but I don't watch their halftime shows. Like, but when it's on TNT, I'll tune in.
It's a good show.
I just, like, they're dynamic, bro.
It's perfect.
It's great.
But we'll have a little setup going just, like that. And eventually.
It ain't going to be like TNT.
No, we're not gonna be pulling numbers like that.
No, I'm saying the setup. That's fucking.
Yeah, no.
Get a nice setup
We're
over
gonna
there.
have a nicer setup eventually. But yeah, we're planning on uploading more, fixing this out. But we're figuring it out. We're
Day
still
by
learning
day.
how to do this shit. Huh?
Day by day. I'm still
Day by
working on
day.
the audio and everything. But, yeah.
That's pretty much it, though.
That's everything.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get an office space, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually so excited. I'm
Yeah.
so excited for
You
that.
sleep there. Make that your house.
No. You know Elon Musk did that? Him and his brother? Or him and, I forget who it was. So they got an office space for $150 a month. They had a futon and then 2 computers to code. 7 days a week they would do that. And they would go shower at the YMCA down the street.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
And now look at him. Elon.
I'm not showering in a YMCA. I'm not coding nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk about OF girls all day.